Hey everybody, let's talk antennas really quick. I've gotten some feedback, so I just want to address a few things with our antennas. On the right, you'll see the red one, which is kind of our main antenna. On the left, you'll see the black antenna, which is kind of the standard antenna that you'd get from BK, and I believe Ryan is ordering some of those in for us if that's something you prefer. First thing I've heard is that these are ham-only antennas, our antenna, the red one there. That's not true. They do come from a ham radio site, but there's nothing about them that makes them ham-specific. And there's nothing about any other antenna for wildland use that's required, or there's an organization that signs off, or anybody that's going to be checking your antennas out there. That's just not the case. What does make that red antenna suitable for ham is that it's a little bit longer than you would expect an antenna for the frequency range we use in wildland. However, it seems to work just fine. In my real world use case, I can say that that antenna typically will hit repeaters that any other antenna I'm around just isn't able to hit. Does that mean it's the best antenna for all use cases? Nope. Sometimes that black antenna is going to work better. I've heard that that antenna can blow up or burn out transmitters. That's not the case. These radios don't put out enough power to worry about it. If you were to hook it up to a mobile radio, would it burn out the transmitter? Yes. Would each one of these other antennas do the same thing? Yes. Those require a very specific antenna. These aren't it, so don't use them for that purpose. That's excluding a mag mount. You can put these on a mag mount if you could mount them to one and it would be just fine. But again, you're using that radio to transmit with, which doesn't put out the kind of energy a mobile does. So nothing to worry about there. What's the deal with these antennas? That little guy's just been trimmed down. It's the same antenna, just trimmed down for UHF. So just kind of goes to show you it's the length of the antenna that matters. Plus the quality construction, which these seem to, they seem very durable. The blue antennas that we were having break left and right. So those, I think they were the big boost antennas. So we don't buy those anymore. So these have been very durable. They're also very cost effective, which is one reason we kind of decided to stick with them. This big long guy here, that was the Sky Probe is what they were called. I believe that business is no longer around, but you'd think, hey, a big long antenna like that's gonna work great, right? Well, yes and no. It works great for a very narrow frequency range, but overall, these antennas work better. So again, just kind of goes to show you it's the length that matters there. So hopefully that answered some questions for you. Again, in all my testing on meters with other radio techs, everybody's been very impressed with those red antennas. They're just not what you normally see out there. So I think some people are scared. And remember, there's a lot of guys like me out there that are radio or comm techs that aren't actual radio techs. So you might be getting some really bad information from them, despite how confident they sound. So I hope that cleared things up for you.